Welcome to Apex Philosophy, the perfect place to find motivation. Be sure to subscribe and listen every day so you can become your best self. Please like and share the video to help inspire others. The Gatekeeper method. Say no and achieve success. The biggest problem that people face is often the one they create for themselves. It's the problem of overthinking. They worry about this and they worry about that. They go through scenario after scenario, what if after what if. They just keep adding problems to other problems until they feel completely overwhelmed. This obsession with their own problems is the problem. And if they could just focus on the smallest problem first, without adding on other things, they would be able to take that first step forward. That's why there is power in simplification. It helps you focus on what is important right now and leaves the rest for later. Now, that isn't to say that you can't handle the complex and difficult problems that arise on your path, but instead, it's about not adding additional problems and making matters worse. When things become too complex and you can't handle them, it means that there is too much noise distracting you from the real problem. And when you start to get distracted, that complexity starts to become impossible to work through in a timely manner. The blessing and curse of being human is that your life is finite. We need to make the most of the time we have on this earth before we are just a distant memory. You can't waste precious time getting bogged down with unnecessary complexity. The word no is a gatekeeper. It can be used to keep unnecessary things out of your life. But when you tell yourself, no, I can't do that, or no, I can't have that, you are only preventing yourself from reaching and growing. You are preventing yourself from making the most of your time and getting the most out of your life. Life is far too short to prevent yourself from doing what you love. It is too short to limit yourself when you have so much potential. When you simplify things, the path becomes easier, the impossible becomes possible, and you quickly realise that opportunity is never too far away. We tend to dress up problems with irrelevant details until they become unmanageable. What may start off as something fairly inconsequential snowballs into something huge because we added things to it that we didn't need to. There are so many things to be aware of that we start worrying about irrelevant things. It is so hard to cut through the noise, especially when you are in uncharted territory. When you are in the unknown, everything seems important because you don't know what you can trust or what is dangerous. However, the biggest leaps forward in life lie in freeing yourself from that noise and freeing yourself from the temptation to indulge in problems that aren't important. You need to get used to saying no to the things that are wrong in your life so that you can start saying yes to the right things. Underneath the accumulation of nothing is something. The road to success is always a single decision away. It was always there. All you have to do is acknowledge it. You have to purposely put yourself onto that road with commitment and with dedication. Otherwise, you are only left with problems and nothing to strive for. Too many people blame others put themselves down, and give themselves excuses for why they can't do something. This doesn't help you grow. By doing that, you put yourself in a position where what was once obvious is now convoluted. You spend all your time looking at a wide ocean of potential problems without hope, and in doing so, you forget that a tiny boat can traverse it. You spend your time worrying about this massive set of problems that you have created in your mind and forget that you are strong enough to take them on. You need to take time to think to yourself what it is you want to achieve, or create, or who you want to help. The hardest part is figuring that out. Once you've done that, you have already won half of the battle. The next step is to use that great gatekeeper word, no, to remove everything else that doesn't relate to your goal from your plate. Then the path starts to form in front of you. You are now standing at the head of the trail, ready to tackle the problem or to achieve that goal. You start to see what that first step looks like. Once you've known that first step, don't start adding to it and making it bigger than it needs to be. Don't start worrying about the second step. Forget about the future and only worry about the present. That first step. Don't make things more complicated than they need to be. Otherwise, you will become overwhelmed and you will be more likely to fail. If you want to succeed and if you want to get the most out of your life, then you have got to learn the ability to adjust and adapt. Things will not always go the way you want, and there will always be obstacles and challenges on your journey. The key to moving past them is figuring out how to adapt, how to change your journey so that you can still reach the end goal. We are challenged in life so that we know whether our goal is worth fighting for. We are challenged so that we have a chance to be stronger than we ever believed possible. Challenges give us the chance to compose ourselves. You just need to reach out for the light switch that will illuminate your path enough so that you can walk through the front door. That light will get rid of the shadows and get rid of the darkness that plagues you and leaves you only with opportunity. The hard things in life bring you through hell. But it is only by going through hell that you can truly see and appreciate the other side. The hard things you face in life should not be seen in a negative way, but rather looked upon with positivity. You may go through hell, but you will be rewarded at the end. Challenges make you more aware of the world you are in and your place in it, and how you can better yourself. Those hard things prompt you to question and doubt yourself. They act as a mirror, reflecting back your flaws. They force you to ask the questions about yourself that you don't want to hear the answers to. They help you figure out what you don't like about yourself, which gives you the power to transform yourself for the better. The only way to improve is to be able to look in the mirror and see what is wrong. Not only is it about facing your flaws and weakness, but it is also about giving up on being the expert in your world in exchange for being a student in a foreign area. Questioning yourself leads to learning, change, and growth. The more you learn, the more you grow as a person. By questioning yourself, you give yourself ladders to climb. You give yourself more opportunities. You need to remove people from your life who can't help you or don't want to help you. These people will only hold you back and weigh you down like an anchor. They don't want you to succeed, and they don't want you to solve these problems because it will show them how little they have accomplished. You don't need them in your life. Use that gatekeeper to politely tell them no. Get rid of them, and it will open doors to people you align with. Life is far too short to surround yourself with people who don't care about you and your goals. You need people who support you and who you can support back. When you push beyond the pain, push beyond the challenges and the hardship, you open yourself up to hope and prosperity. You give yourself opportunities because you have put the work in and you made the sacrifices to get to where you want to be. You have pushed past the doubt and the fear, and that has made you strong. You may be scared to move forward, but that fear you have at the moment gets exchanged for confidence in the future. Everyone gets scared, but if you choose to be controlled by fear, you will never leave the beach. Instead, you need to utilize that fear, because the fear shows you that you care, and use it as motivation to succeed in what you want to do. Don't gatekeep yourself. Don't let fear become a barrier that stops you from doing what you want to do. Be brave and strong, and you will reap the rewards. You need to learn that life sometimes paints a picture of conformity and sadness. But there is always a path leading to the very place you want to go. You just need to trust the process and trust yourself. If you have faith in your ability, then there is nothing to really fear. All that is asked from the process is that we find the courage to go forward. If you are too scared to go forward, you will never find true happiness or success. A pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, whereas an optimist sees an opportunity in every difficulty. The mindset you choose determines your outlook on life and your chances of success. Always look for that opportunity and look to find hope in what most see as difficulty. Reality has never been changed with a magic wand and a simple solution, but rather by taking on a challenge. It gives life meaning and shapes the very reality we live in. It gives you purpose and meaning and the will to overcome your challenges. Thank you for listening. Comment below. Do you have a goal? Are you saying no to the right things? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.